This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
I did already talk about this on TikTok, but I have more to say, and if more, I have a feeling more of this is going to keep happening.
That's it. That's my intro.
Hey, I'm Amanda. I'm professionally curious and I talk for a living, and you're watching Swell Entertainment, the channel where I share with you something I'm obsessed with every week. And today we are talking about an AI Instagram photo scandal. I'm calling this a scandal because this is insane. Okay, yes, I'm also still in Japan if you can't tell. Believe it or not, I'm in a Godzilla hotel. You wouldn't be able to tell because there's not a lick of Godzilla in this room. They charge for that. It's a charge. Can't even see the Godzilla head from here. But alas, I'm in Shinjuku.
But really quick, let me take a second to tell you about the sponsor for today's video, Squarespace. Don't you want a place that's all your own where you can post all of your rejected dating profile photos that you took at Shrine? Or do you want a place where you can blog about all the ramen you've had? Then Squarespace is the all-in-one website design platform to help you stand out and succeed online. If you don't know where to start, Squarespace has a ton of templates to choose from, and with cutting-edge design, you can customize any part of it to fit your needs. Whether you want to offer services or sell digital products, they make it super easy to set up or revamp your online store, and you can make smarter decisions with their built-in intuitive analytics tools. Go to squarespace.com to get started on a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Swell Entertainment to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
Today we are talking about again, I'm calling it a scandal because drama sounds flippant, which someone's gonna be like, this is not that big of a deal. I get why you would think that because at the end of the day, we are talking about Instagram photos, but I think this is indicative of where the discussion with AI in the content creator space is heading. And frankly, I'm hoping that if I make another video like this, the AI companies telling me they can help up my workflow with generative AI in my emails will leave me the fuck alone. You're supposed to be contacting my manager now. Side note, the budget, if you try and get me to work with an AI company, it's like $2 million. You should always have a number for everything. I have a gambling number too. It's also absurd. If you're a content creator and you're like, I'm never going to do work with X, Y, and Z, I agree. I won't. But I also recommend you have an absurd number, because if you don't have an absurd number, then you will fold for something when you are inevitably, down bad with money, because this job is all over the place. So for me, working with AI, if you want me to work with your AI company, it's about $2 million. That's how much it costs to put my morals on the back burner. And even then, if your colors are ugly, I probably still want to do it. Anyways, today we are talking about Tatiana Elizabeth, model and beauty entrepreneur, and Lauren Blake, who, according to her Instagram, is a host and founder and has more followers than Tatiana, at least on Instagram, which I do think is a necessary note to make, only because this is a discussion that I feel like happens whenever a ripoff happens. I think it's important to note the different follower size because in this instance, I don't believe the explanation, frankly, but I also do think there are big creators that do think they can get away with ripping off smaller creators. Even though Tatiana, I think, still has like 60K or something insane on Instagram, like it's just not her biggest platform. I should also note, because I always think this is important to note, I did not know of Tatiana or Lauren before this. I definitely saw Tatiana's photo. I definitely did, especially because the year that she posted from the US Open is also the year that I won. It was 2024. And I love green, so I definitely saw that photo. It's definitely popped up on my Pinterest. It's a gorgeous photo. It's definitely popped in my Pinterest, but that's probably the only way that I knew her. I don't think I've seen any of their videos. And Lauren, frankly, looks like every blonde influencer with over 1 million followers on Instagram to me. They blur together. I think I have face blindness when it comes to blondes, and also like certain influencer type, like a lot of influencers, I do think they're the same people. There's like 3 or 4 TikTok influencers that I'm like, are you not? You're multiple people. I don't know if I need to talk to my therapist about that or something. Lauren does not particularly stand out to me. We just had the Miami Open. Like while I was in Japan, the Miami Open was happening, which is also like the US Open, tennis. Okay, it's a major open. And so Lauren posted a photo, geotagged Miami, Florida, of her in a white tennis outfit, hair down, looking directly at the camera, with a Louis Vuitton, I believe it's a Speedy bag in green, with like a green and white, a green and cream sweater tied over her shoulders. It's cute. Okay. Problem is that I've seen this photo before, and it's not Lauren's. It is Tatiana Elizabeth from the US Open. I also should note that as far as I can tell, Lauren is not Black and Tatiana is. And so I'm looking at these photos side by side, and I just don't know how you can get around without saying that you changed her skin tone. Like, you stole her photo, that's one thing. Like it's okay. I don't even want to say she lightened it, because the change looks like a weird tan. Like it doesn't look right. Did she change her nails? Like Tatiana's photo, you can definitely tell like there's little photo editing that was done the way that a lot of people do on their Instagram photos, like nothing crazy. Is that Tatiana's tattoo? And on her wrist by the watch, too. It looks like a heart, maybe. I'm so curious about the psychology of covering up her navel in your photo. I'm so curious. So I found out about this because Tatiana's post on Threads popped up on my feed. Bar for bar. The weirdest part about this is that it's not even an AI influencer. This is a real person who used AI to put her head on my body. She geotagged Miami as if she's at the Miami Open when my photo was taken at the US Open 2 years ago. There are AI influencers. I've talked about them actually on my other page on TikTok, Girly Pop Go, because after Las Vegas Grand Prix, a bunch of them started popping up my feed of them posting photos of them with like Max Verstappen and a handful of other drivers. They're like standing on the Bellagio, but the Bellagio is also behind them. Like the whole thing is AI generated. And it's so weird. They're like completely AI generated Instagram accounts with like hundreds of thousands of followers. I found one that had like 90,000 followers. One had like 140. Does everyone have poor discernment, or do you not care? Like, what's going on? This really personally reminds me of when I was scrolling through Pinterest one time, and I found a photo of Charles Leclerc with Alexandra St. Malou, now Alexandra Leclerc. They are married, but it wasn't Alexandra's face. It was another girl. She had put her face on Alexandra's body and was posting it with captions like, "Fun weekend in the paddock." Like, as someone that grew up in fandom spaces, like poorly photoshopping yourself in with photos of your fave or like a character or something like that is like a fandom tenant. Like it's like a pillar. AI has made it insane and deeply unwell, but that's mainly not what I'm talking about here. We are talking about influencers, and that is very specific here, okay? Because as someone that has had like a real job, I worked at a coffee shop, I was retail, okay? I've never had a 9 to 5. Okay, I've never done like hard physical labor, okay, for a job, okay? I have the easiest job in the world. I love my job. There are parts about it that are difficult. Yes, there are negatives to this job, but I have a very good job. If I didn't love it, I'd do something else, okay? And there are days where I think about doing something else, 100%, okay? But like, the easiest part of my job, truly, is getting photos of myself, posting them. I am bad at that. Could I hire someone to do with that? Sure. Do I want to? No. But like the taking of photos, the taking of the content, filming is the easiest part for me. Okay? Truly. Like I sit here and I could talk about anything. Put a camera on me, I'll just start going. I'm good at it. Okay? This is the easy part, which is why I want to grab every AI business person by the lapel or the collar of their weird like Gore-Tex vest thing. Okay, and be like, "Why are you trying to take my favorite part of the job from me?" Ah! Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the content part, this is the fun part. This is the easy part. Getting myself to like get in the mindset to sit down and do this and set up this camera after my long day of like traveling around Japan, pretending I don't know the conversion rate between yen and $1, so I pretend I don't know how much money I'm spending. Yeah. To switch the gears, yeah, that was a little annoying, but like I did it. This part, again, the work is not difficult. So it's really baffling when I hear influencers and creators complain about this part, to me in particular. And I get it. Everyone has their own favorite parts. I know some creators who, especially girl creators, who like, they love the filming part, but they hate the getting ready to film part, specifically like doing their makeup and things like that. Like they hate that part. And whenever some man is like, "Oh, well, we don't care if you're wearing your makeup. This isn't a fashion." It is, actually. Because if they weren't wearing makeup, you guys would be like, "Oh my God, she looks unwell." Or worse, "Oh my God, are you pregnant?" I'm in Japan. This is all I have. But my point is this is the easy part. If you don't like this part, you're never going to be a content creator. You're never going to be an influencer, okay? It is the easiest part. And so to find someone who is claiming that to streamline their workflow, they hired an AI company, or they're using AI to work on their workflow, is one, insane. And 2, dumb. I find it dumb. This is the easiest part of the job, is just get the photo, put on the outfit. In this case, go to an event, seemingly with a photographer or even a G7X. Your girly pop could take that photo for you with a G7X, okay? But most likely, Tatiana had like a photographer with her. I think she was in a suite at the US Open. The US Open has like there's a lot of brands, like a lot of brands bring people out. If you were with a suite, a lot of times they'll have a photographer there because they want photos for themselves, obviously, and for their content. So they'll give you those photos. Every time I've been in like, say, the Chargers suite, they always have like one photographer that's there like taking photos of people, which is really nice. I get some nice quality photos. Show up, look like you're gonna get your photo taken. Have a good time. It's one of the easier parts, okay? You don't even have to take, in these instances, you don't even need to take the photo yourself, okay? And so you didn't do that. The photo is insane as well because, again, that's fully not her body. Well, this is peculiar. I was there too, in this exact same outfit and the same watch, same bag. Picture was taken at the same angle even.
Okay, guys, come here. This photo to the right is a photo of me at the US Open in 2024. This photo to the left is a photo that I came across this morning on Instagram of someone who castrated me and decided to use my image and my environment. I'm a little perplexed. I just want to know what was the reason. Has social media gotten to our heads that much that we are completely disregarding couth? Another part that gets me is that this has been up since this morning. I commented on this morning. This girl has not reached out to me. She has not apologized. She has not given an explanation and probably embarrassed, which she should be. But I think that the nice and accountable thing to do would be to reach out and at least apologize to the person whose photo you took. Like, what the heck?
So Tatiana posted a couple videos about this. Lauren Once Con immediately took down the post. Now, I don't know which day this was, but Lauren sent this message to Tatiana. Hi, babe. I'm going to be reaching out shortly. We'll address everything, but I just wanted to pop in to let you know. Just a lot of moving parts right now. Talk soon. First off, diabolical opening. Diabolical. You know, it would be good instead. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This shouldn't have happened. I can explain everything. I just need a little bit of time. I'll be with you soon. Whatever. Okay. Something better than that. But like the apology, first sentence. If not second. Then a few hours later, I can't tell if this was the first one or if there was the second one because there was like 2 messages sent. She like re-sent the message. So one is at 7:46 and then one is at 8:24. So I don't know if she re-edited it with AI or what, or resent it, but I'm gonna read you both. Okay, these were both sent to Tatiana, and Tatiana said, personally, I think she should have stuck with the first message. So I'm not sure which one it was. Hey, Tatiana. First of all, I just want to truly apologize. I'm sorry it took a few days. I got hit with the most hateful things I've ever had said to me and my family, and honestly, I had to take a step back. So a little, apology 101. Okay, sorry, I almost said 411 and I was like, that's not it. To tell the person that you've wronged, because you've wronged Tatiana, that's what you've done. Trying to tell her details to make yourself seem more sympathetic is not the move, because that's irrelevant to the fact that you stole her photo, her likeness. And again, it's not like you stole her photo, because like plenty of people steal photos. Still not good, but like you changed her skin tone and put your face on her body. You did digital identity theft. Okay, in a job where for a lot of people, their photos is not just their portfolio, it is their livelihood. And I know someone's gonna be like, oh my God, cry me a river. Dead serious though. You have to put it in context. You have to look at this within context. This is digital identity theft. And frankly, you're lucky Tatiana's not me. I would have sued you for like copyright infringement for stealing my photo and editing it without my permission. Frankly. Okay, let me continue because this is a lot. But I know as a girl that doesn't feel good, just like you seeing a picture of yourself with my face on it doesn't feel good either. As a girl, it doesn't feel good because she didn't follow up with you, like because you didn't reply. I don't understand. I admire you, period. I respect you, period. Those periods are relevant in my opinion. Obviously, you have great taste. The truth is, I actually hadn't seen your original photo before my team sent it to me. Notice I hadn't seen your original photo before my team sent it to me. What happened was not intentional whatsoever, but my team and I have been experimenting with AI tools for my content workflow, and this was a huge wake-up call for me. You don't deserve this. You are a hell of a woman, all for the girls, and I feel awful about it. I'm being honest, I don't know how to handle this. I reached out to a PR team, but everything they wrote just sounded disingenuous, so I'm just coming to you directly to take accountability, apologize. I'm going to post something now about it, and I obviously wanted to come here first and talk to you. Again, I'm just so sorry. Let me back up now. What happened was not intentional whatsoever, but my team and I have been experimenting with AI tools for my content workflow, and this has been a huge wake-up call for me. So is everyone on your team dumb? I don't know. 1, bad explanation. 2, horrible idea. Okay? 3, makes you seem like a fool who doesn't actually care about your business to listen to your team giving you this concept. Hey, we know you're slammed, so rather than actually going to the Miami Open, we had AI generate you at the Miami Open. When I don't believe any of this, I really don't. The photo is not generated. Hey, generate me an Instagram photo of me in a cute outfit at da-da-da-da. This is a bar for bar photo, as Tatiana said, with your face on it. That's crazy. What was likely done, photo was taken, AI was used to add your face into it. And then let's say hypothetically the team thing is real. And the team said, hey, look, are you comfortable with posting this on your socials? I know there's a business once you get to this size. It doesn't matter. That's your name. It's your face. You should have discretion over everything that is posted on your page. If any of this is real, you must not care about your business. Truly, you must not care about your audience. You must not care about your followers. You must not care about anything. Because in what world would someone whose job, host, influencer, otherwise it doesn't matter, your job is your likeness, okay? Your likeness is your portfolio, is your credentials, is your, resume. Why would you ever tolerate or condone your team? If my team came to me and said, hey, we know you're busy in Japan, but all these big popular events are happening. Here's a photo of you at this event. I'm firing everyone. You misunderstood who I am as an individual. Contract terminated immediately. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of who I am as a person and the concept of what we're doing here as a business. You clearly have no respect for your business if that explanation is what you went with. Like, that's crazy, okay? That's insane. Let's say it's also not that, hypothetically, and that all of this was bullshit and she did know the photo. Because let's say there's a mix of things here, because the line here, truth is I actually hadn't even seen your original photo before my team sent it to me. So is she saying that her team sent the original photo after she had posted this? Or that her team sent her the original photo and then they used AI to put her face on it? At some point, her face was put on it used with AI. Again, this is insane. All of this, bad. And again, it wasn't even just, let's change the face. It was, let's change the skin tone. Okay? Haha, that's insane. And again, were you at the Miami Open or not? Because why are we faking being at an event that's not in a YouTube video about, OMG, I faked being at Coachella, okay? Like, at least those videos, they tried. I faked going to Europe, and they go to, like, IKEA and, like, took photos in IKEA and made it look like they were traveling, okay? You didn't even do that, used AI. Lazy. Anyways, here's the other response, because, yeah, she sent 2. I think she deleted the other one. Hi, Tatiana. Sorry it took a minute to reach out. I've been dealing with heinous amount of hate to me and my family, and I needed to step away for money for my mental health. I want to reach out to you directly and apologize. I use AI tools as part of my content workflow, and in that process, an image was generated that was pretty much identical. I posted it without properly verifying it against the original, which I had not seen, and that resulted in your image being used in a way you didn't consent to. That's my responsibility. I should have checked and I didn't. I'll give you that. You shouldn't have done this in the first place. I understand why this is upsetting regardless of my intention. The outcome was that your work was copied and misrepresented and stolen. Stolen. And I'm really sorry for that. I took the post down immediately once I realized, and I'm putting a stricter review process in place to make sure this doesn't happen again. I also want to ask if there's anything specifically you'd like me to address this. I'm open to it. It's all love and respect, and I'm sorry I handled this carelessly.
And at this point is when I realized that I'm dealing with someone who just doesn't really truly understand the weight of what she did and doesn't care. She's trying to shift blame onto her team, and she's trying to shift blame onto an AI service. I don't know if she thinks that I'm stupid, dumb, or blind. However, I know that to use AI, you need a prompt. And in order to have a prompt, you need to have a picture. And you had to find the picture from somewhere. I would have appreciated it way more if this girl would have just owned up to it, say, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. This is so crazy. I found your picture on Pinterest. My team found your picture on Pinterest. And we took it and we ran with it. But I think that she's not even taking accountability. And that's the part that's just making me so annoyed.
Tatiana responded, I had more respect for the first version of what you wrote. It's not my intention to send hate your way, but I don't think you're really understanding the bigger picture or taking full accountability, so let me break this down for you. Whether you intended to copy my image or not, there should have been way more thought on your end, especially if you're using AI, and at the very least, be transparent about it. Because what you posted wasn't just a photo, you're portraying a moment you didn't live like it's real for content, and that's what's weird. Also true. Again, I think it's fucking weird to take a photo from a black woman. I think that's fucking crazy. And put your face on her body and change the you have 1.6 million people watching you, potentially comparing themselves to something that wasn't even real, and that's not harmless. Yeah, that's not even your body. Let's also not act like context doesn't matter. I'm a black woman and this is my content replicating. Again, stealing. I feel like we're being really generous with some of this wording. Black women have always had our creativity taken, repackaged, and credited elsewhere. So that adds another layer to this, whether you intended to it or not. That photo came from a lived experience. It's not just about the outfit or the pose. How do you feel okay replicating someone's real life from the comfort of your keyboard? Also, the way this was handled doesn't sit right with me. You took time to clean things up, remove things, let it circulate, and then came to me after. That doesn't feel like accountability. It feels like you were hoping this would just blow over. And I'm not going to lie, I don't really buy that you never saw the original for it to come out that identical. There had to be some kind of reference. I'm all for being an inspiration. That's literally what the space is about. But there's a difference between being inspired and recreating something in a way that removes the original context and ownership. And this is beyond just me. I really feel for smaller creators who don't have people in their DMs pointing things out and advocating for them when something like this happens. That's who this really affects. You ask me what you can do, and honestly, it starts with being real about what this was and taking actual accountability, not just trying to move past. Now, as far as I can tell, Lauren and Tatiana, at least as far as Tatiana is posted, have not discussed things further. Let's go to Lauren's page. No story post right now, but she does have this is pinned currently. This is from now 5 days ago, so I'm recording this. I want to address a recent post created by a third-party AI content agency I've been working with. It was brought to my attention that an image posted utilized the work and likeness of a black creator in a way that is entirely inconsistent with my values. I take full responsibility for what appears on my platform. The post was removed, and I've spoken with the creator privately to apologize. I will have more oversight with my agency to ensure my content is handled with the integrity and respect it deserves moving forward. I'm deeply sorry for the hurt this has caused the original creator and the community at large. Thank you for those who have spoken up. I am listening and I am committed to doing better. Comments are off and it got community noted. Now I want you to notice, do you see Tatiana's name anywhere in this? No? Yeah, me neither. That's crazy. So you stole her image and again, didn't credit her for her work. And you're still not crediting her for her work in your apology. God, what's the AI logic of that one? You know, I'm sorry. I'm being a bitch, but I'm serious. This is serious. What are we doing? Again, what do you mean? A third-party AI agency I've been working with. What do you mean? Some of you are answering those emails and working with these people? That's crazy. This is the easiest part of the job is just post the You've done it for years. This is one of the things about AI that drives me up the fucking wall. It's like, how do you do it? What do you mean you're not using AI? I wasn't using AI before this. I'll continue to not use AI, aside from the fact that it's being literally forced down my throat. This is easy to not do. This is not difficult. My job, this part, is not difficult. I don't need AI to do it for me, and I refuse to give over my brain function to a fuck-ass theft machine. Also, side note, oh my God, I asked the theft machine to make me an Instagram photo and it stole from someone? Oh my God, a concept. One, if I was following someone and they were like, I'm using AI, I'm unfollowing you. I haven't followed people that like were like, I've been using AI. This is how I did X, Y, and Z. And it's like, okay, oh, I thought you were a creative person. And I still think those people are creative. I think that was money talking in those videos, but that's just me. Anyways, Tatiana's gonna be linked down below. Do not send hate to Lauren. That's not the point of this. My point is just like, if your job is going to be selling your lifestyle, being influential, because regardless of what you do, if you are in media right now, a part of your job is influencing, okay? You are influential. As soon as you involve AI into that and you are letting AI to do the work for you, you are now trying to spread out accountability with a fuck-ass robot that can't take accountability because it's not a fucking person. I feel like every other video I talk about, I have to reiterate that. It doesn't matter what so-and-so did. Your name was attached to it. The shy girl thing I talked about. I didn't use AI. The person I hired used AI. You hired that person. You published that book with your name on it, seemingly okay with the AI, the alleged AI changes. That's still on you. That's how this works. This is on you. It doesn't matter what agency you worked with. I am no longer working with this agency. I would respect that more. We're not going to let this happen again. I'm going to work with them again. Like, what are we talking about? And again, I don't believe you. I think you used AI to put your face on someone else's body and edited the photo just slightly because that's not a generated photo. It looks entirely identical, aside from the fact that it's your face. Were you there or not? That part I feel like in the response is not being addressed. Yes, you guys, you caught me. I wasn't at the Miami Open. Like, what was the point? What was the point? What are we doing? Are you insane? Anyways, I just wanted to yell out about this for a little bit. I'll link Tatiana down below. That's going to be it. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think I'm overreacting? Do you think that this is going to continue to happen? Do you think that, what is it, Nana Banana? That was the one where people were generating photos of themselves, like going to museums and looking at art to post on Instagram. It's like, or you could go and live life and actually go and look at art. You don't need to photograph yourself doing it. You can just go, you can go do it. There's a lot of free museums. It's just a thing you can do. Let me know. Comment down below. Reminder, I stream on Twitch. My Swell Entertainment is now available on Spotify. My Instagram, Girly Bob. Go if you'd like some more car and motorsport content. Shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting me on channel memberships. Like, supporting my memberships down below. Like, let me know social media that video up here, and that's me. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. 1.6 million followers. And you're like, yeah, let's generate a photo of me at the Miami Open with AI.